I hit. Okay. You need me to turn it off for a second?
Hang on.
Okay. Okay. Hey guys, how is everybody? I accidentally hit go siren, but it's okay. You go ahead and do what you need to do. Here, we'll do this one right here. Hey guys, how is everybody? Hey Siren, how are you tonight?
I'm doing fine.
Good. Hey Delaney, hey Mo, hey Anxious, hey I'm late for a date. Hey Jamie, hey Kels Bells, how are you? Hey Cashmere, hey Crystal, hey Amanda. Oh my goodness, I'm late for a date. I just saw it. Hey Ninja Mama, hey Advil Lady. Oh, thank you, Mashallah. Capri, one of our mods, made that. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Crystal. All right, guys. Siren. Everyone knows Siren. He's here with us tonight. We've got some things we wanted to talk about. Um, I am going to ask you, if you don't mind, kind of hold your questions unless they pertain to what is being specifically talked about, to hold your questions to kind of to the end. That way we don't get off track. Does that make sense? Hey, Coffee. I'm so excited everyone is here. Yay. Sarah, did you have a good day today?
Hello. Well, first of all, how's your health doing?
Doing good. Doing good. We doing pretty good around here. I was a little worried earlier. It was cloudy and thundering a little bit. I thought, oh no, not storms again. But did you have a pretty good day today?
I woke up at 2:30 in the afternoon, which was
Oh my goodness.
the. I just went to therapy for my spine. Of course, everyone knows I had surgery a few years ago and had 13 vertebrae fused. So that's fun.
No. Wait a minute. You had 13 vertebrae fused?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
And so uh, I've been going to therapy at least once a week ever since. Uh, and so I did that. Then I went to Walmart, everyone's favorite / least favorite store, and then uh, now I'm here.
Yay. Um. Yeah. You can. Yes. Hey, Capri. Walmart is a love-hate thing. You either love it or you totally hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Hey, Rowdy Gal.
I currently it's not the same Walmart that I had all my issues with, so I'm currently pretty indifferent to it because you can't pay the prices at Walmart anywhere else, but it's miserable trying to find anything there. I mean, they even if you use the app and it tells you exactly where it is, you can go there and still not be able to find it.
Yeah, that's the way it is with our Walmart too. You use the app, thinking, okay, this item's going to be right here. I can just walk in and grab it. Sometimes it may be there, sometimes it may not. So it's just a little You would think that they would have the app up, it up to date with where it says that the item is.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that it would be. Amanda, ours are like that too. Our Walmart's, the stock is kind of going. The inventory is a little low too. What did you start to say, Siren? I'm sorry.
Yeah, plus they've moved everything for Christmas. And what I was looking for was supposed to be the lawn and garden center, but they've moved everything around for the Christmas stuff. So God knows where what I wanted was, really, but it wasn't there. And it may be gone lost to the ether of time. Who knows?
Hey, wait a minute. Let me check. Alex. Hey, Alex. How are you? Mo, can you see Alex now? Because she's in here now, Alex. I don't know if she can see you or not. Let me send her a text to make sure. Yeah, she said, okay, good deal. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that so much. Oh my goodness, Anxious for Peace. Thank you so much. Yay. Y'all, I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anxious for Peace. I really do appreciate that. Guys. Hey, Earth Angel. I want to thank you all for the 1,000 subs and my first super chat. Thank you so much.
Hey.
I really, really do appreciate that more than you know. See, guys, let this all be a lesson for you. When someone tells you that they don't think you can do something, prove them wrong. Prove them wrong.
Hey, and
Yay.
some people would have you believe that anyone who isn't subscribing to them is just sitting around being a miserable person, but that is just not true. It's not.
Exactly. It's just simply not true. I mean, oh my goodness, guys. Y'all are the best. Thank you all so much. Hey, Penny, for your thoughts. Oh my goodness. Thank you all. I really, really do appreciate it. Yeah. I really. Oh. Thank you, Cricket. Y'all are the best. Y'all really are. Mods, subs, my co-host tonight. Y'all are all the best. Y'all really, really are the best. Yay. B plus. Oh my goodness. Yes, the best revenge is living well. Thank you so much. Yay. I'm so excited, guys. Okay, wait a minute. I want to turn it off for just a moment because I didn't have to do my hair or anything today, but almost oops. Not that. Case. What are you doing? Okay, there. I'm turning it on for a moment. So y'all can all see my face when I smile. I am so excited, guys. Thank you, Kim. Oh, thank you guys so much. Guys, I am really so happy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, I'm late for a date. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Cricket. I think I'll leave it on for a little while. I don't usually turn my camera on a whole lot. Oh, thanks, B+. I don't turn my camera on a lot. I really don't. Hey, Kellyanne. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for the super chats, for the congratulations on the 1,000 subs. I really, really do appreciate it. Siren, I think, has let's see. Let me see how I can do this on my. Let me, Siren. I'm trying one thing just to get the chat where I can see it a little bit better. No, don't do that. Okay. Yes, I'm glad Siren's smiling too. Thank you, Robinzo. Yes, and y'all, this is a great way to start 2022. A great way to start it. Oh, Jake, thank you. I really appreciate that, Jake. I really do appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. Um, what, guys, I'm late for a date. Just drop Siren's link into the channel. Also, she doesn't like to do it, but before I forget, I want to ask you all, if you don't mind, Mo, if you don't, one of you ladies will drop Mo's link also into the chat. Mo doesn't really per se want a channel. She wants the community tab where she can post like inspirational things and inspirational content, stuff like that. Community tab. So if you guys wouldn't mind to subscribe to Mo, I would greatly appreciate it. If one of the mods has Mo's link handy and can drop it, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, Mr. Siren. Have you got some things that you'd like to talk about?
Sure.
Wait a minute. That's so weird. You can't. Wait a minute. Mo, Alex, you can't see Mo? Huh. Wow. Mo, will you check Alex on your end, please? Because Alex can't see you. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Siren.
Well, I'm sure we probably both do.
No, I'll let you get started. You go right ahead. You're my guest.
Well, I'm sure we all know that I've been working for apologizing to people left and right, because I'm working to find peace with everybody, and things have actually gone really well. Even MRB, who I did not get along with very well, she accepted my apology, and granted, we are not friends by any means, but she accepted it, which I'm really thankful for. And Lufa and I are talking some again, and
Good.
Which I'm dearly thankful for. And everything's going okay. And the only one who is not willing to move forward with me is the person that I left.
Yep. That's the way it usually goes. I want to say this. If I heard a comment today made that no more fence sitters. Either you're there or you're here. A true friend will never make you make that decision. They won't. A true friend will never ask you to either choose to sit over here with me or you can still talk to them. You know what I mean? They're not going to. They're not going to ask you to make that decision. And that really bothered me today when I heard that comment made. Who does that? We're not in fifth grade. Exactly, Alexis. I go where I want. We're not in fifth grade. Hey, Reds Rose, how are you? We are, we're all adults and we can make up our minds. Hey, SM, well, we can make up our minds on where we want to go to. We know what's good for us. We know what's bad for us. Trash. It needs to stay out of the trash. Cleaning up can be refreshing. Yes, Kashmir, exactly.
Yeah, and that comment there should let everyone know which of the two between Robbie and her was the one who was trying to force me to choose between them. I mean, right there. And
Exactly.
I mean, right there it is, laid out just as plain as day. And that comment that she saw about the briars and the thorns about to be getting really high, and that life wasn't always fair. Anyone who didn't see it before really ought to be seeing it now. And I was thinking, is everybody really okay with that? With adults trying to dictate who you can and can't associate with in your life?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, no one should tell you where you can and cannot go to, and who you can and cannot speak to. That shouldn't be an issue. This is YouTube. This isn't, most likely these are people that you're never going to see in real life. You know what I mean? Yes, I enjoy my friendship with Syron. I enjoy talking to Syron. What are the chances that Syron and I will really meet in person, face to face? I mean, it could happen because we don't really live that far away from each other, I don't think. Mo, one of my mods, we have actually, made plans, for this spring to potentially meet up. But I'm just saying, a true friend, a true friend would never ask you to choose. Never. They just wouldn't.
And this is the same person who has openly stated on multiple occasions that she is going to associate with whoever she wants and invite back anyone she wants, despite the objections of anyone that she associates with on the panel or any one of her followers. She says she's going to do whatever she wants, but none of her followers is allowed to do the same.
Exactly. Some of you will know Truth Teller. Truth Teller gave me a lot of headache and a lot of heartache. A lot. Even down to making some comments about my health and what did or did not happen with my health, and talking about my speech and things like that. Well, then all of a sudden one day, Truth Teller was, oh, yes, this will be left up, Kelly J. I never take my lives down. This stays up. Yes, my lives stay up. But she did one day, Truth Tellers in there on the panel for all the world to see. And it was just kind of like, deal with it. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that. Amanda, that was shocking to me too. When you're asking a grown woman, can you go somewhere that you don't even know, that you've never met, that you will probably never meet. But you're asking, is it okay if you go over here and watch this creator? Give me a break. Give me a break. Yeah, go where I want.
This is social media. This isn't the government. This isn't the mob. What is this person going to do?
Exactly. Mo says it right there. Case and I don't always agree on everything we watch or how we feel about it, but we talk about it, and we respect each other. Exactly. Mo is telling you the exact truth. We don't always agree on things. We don't always agree on everything, but we sit down and we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Navigators, I can't believe people didn't bail after the way she acted with the Scarlet thing. Like people were supposed to go to bed. I can't either, Navigator. I can't either. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and
His,
Scarlett's another thing. Every time Scarlett has tried to break away and be more independent and do her own thing, Natasha has yanked her right back. Right back. She has pulled some sort of strings on her. And
right back.
never has it been more apparent than when Scarlett tried to do her own thing and stay friends with Robbie and stay friends with me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I had this question, and Mo's asked it again. So, do you mind to answer, Siren, if you're comfortable answering it? Do you know what happened from your perspective the night of Scarlett's panel when Natasha didn't feel good and went to lie down, and Scarlett went had the panel? Were you over there that night? Do you know what happened? Were you communicated with from her at any point that night?
Um, no, I don't know that I was there.
Okay.
I know that there was one night when um, the night before Scarlett turned on Robbie. Robbie and I were both in Scarlett's chat, and then Natasha came over, and she didn't realize that Robbie and I were both in there. And then I was commenting. Then anytime I would comment, Natasha would jump in on the conversation. But then I hadn't said anything for a while, and Robbie said something, and Natasha jumped in. And then I said something, and Natasha informed Scarlett that she would be back because suddenly the room smelled like shit. And then Scarlett said she didn't know what was going on, and I told her it was because Robbie and I were both in there, and she said that she didn't understand why people had to be like that. And then all of a sudden, she paneled with Natasha that night, and neither one of us went to that particular live stream. But all of a sudden, the next day, she had blocked Robbie, and then I hadn't gone to that. I hadn't gone to that stream either because I'd been busy. And then the next, I had to go to great lengths to make sure that I was not blocked either. But I had thought that we had gotten through that, but things were kind of iffy for a while, and I thought I was okay. But Natasha was looking for any little thing to try and force another wedge between my friendship with Scarlett, and then she finally found it when I made a comment in a different chat that said that she was manipulating Scarlett because she was. And when she read it to Scarlett, Scarlett got in her feels.
Someone, Kim Brulette is asking, Siren, I respectfully was wondering how you tolerated that mistreatment.
Well, see, I didn't know about a lot of Natasha's mistreatment because she did it all in her mod chat.
Ah. Gotcha. Okay, this is awkward, Siren, but they're saying that this is the rumor, and I won't. If you're comfortable clearing it up, we'll clear it up. But Gladys is saying that the rumor is that you were the pain that was being flashed when Natasha wanted something to be flashed. Is that true?
Nope, it's not true. No one will ever see mine unless I'm in a relationship with them. I've had reconstructive surgery on mine from where I had 2 botched surgeries. One was a kidney stone retrieval, where they did
Mm.
when they do a kidney stone retrieval, they hook a scope to the end of your penis, and when they did that in the first one, they made a divot in the side that would show whenever I had an erection. It was almost like when you swing a golf club, and then it looked like a divot. When they like
Uh-huh.
take a chunk out of it. And so they made me live with that for 6 months and see if it would heal, and it never healed. And then when I had my appendix out, when they catheterized me, they injured it again, and it looked like 2 inches of the length was stuck in a bolt. So I had normal penis, normal penis, normal penis, crunched penis for 2 inches. So they had to have kidney surgery. I had to have surgery where they literally had to inflate it to see what was wrong. Then they had to go in and snip it so that it would reinflate on its own. And I've been on uh, medications to increase the blood flow because it was not healing. So no one will ever see it unless I'm in a relationship with them.
That answers that question for me. And I'm sorry that you had to go through all of that. I'm if we ask you questions and you don't want to answer, Siren, you know me. All you have to do is say, I don't want to answer that. And you don't have to. I do want to remind people that are coming in, be nice in chat. Be nice. Just because you're used to being able to talk to creators and subs a certain way in another chat does not mean we tolerate that over here. It will
Oh,
not happen.
I don't mind talking about that because Scarlett accused me of being the peen that flashed Scarlett
Mm-hmm.
because they did it under my name. And I was upfront that no, it was not me. And she should have known that I would never do that because I was her friend. I was her good friend.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't do that.
And
It's,
I don't know where people got the idea. Well, I know where Scarlett got the idea because Natasha fed it to her after that story that Natasha spun about how I should have been calling her and calling her and calling her uh, during that 4 hours when she was supposedly so worried about me when she couldn't just call me. But I don't know of anyone who is always calling, even their best friend, like, oh, I'm going to the store now. Oh, I'm going over here now. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to do that. How are you? Oh, it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to call now. Oh, it's been another hour. How are you doing now? No one is constantly on the phone with anybody. Not ever.
mm-mm. No, not ever. Let's clarify that just a little bit for the people who maybe were not here the last time or didn't get that part of the conversation. Let's, if you don't mind, um, um, did she at any point? Did she at any point during that 4 or 5 hour window there that she has talked about so much, did she at any point try to call you either via your telephone or via Facebook Messenger?
No.
Hmm. See, guys, no, no. He didn't even have to think about it. No.
Oh,
No
and
phone calls, no message. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And because Glenn lied, I was not texting Glenn the whole time. After she sent her messages, I texted Glenn once to tell him that she was sending me screenshots. He messaged me back once, and then I never responded to Glenn because I was in the throes of my nervous breakdown. He and I weren't down like that.
Crystal, you're exactly right. Syron did not sound suicidal to me either. He sounded like someone who was hurt and fed up and wanted the two people he considered to be his best friends on YouTube, even if just on YouTube, to make amends. So things could go back to some sense of normalcy. He did not sound like someone about to commit suicide. Yes, Megan, or a panic attack for Siren. Yes, that's what it sounded to me like too. And there's nothing wrong with having panic attacks. I have them. I know other people on here have admitted to themselves to having them. There's nothing wrong with them. With saying it. Let's see. There it is. Robin Zoe just dropped it. Ginger. Yes, Amanda, that's exactly right. He was upset and he wanted. Mm-hmm. Yes, Kim, he felt like he was put in the middle. Correct, Siren, you felt like you were put in the middle of a situation and you wanted it fixed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I was out of the middle, but Natasha put me back there.
See? Yep. Guys, hold on just one quick second. So you can talk just a second here.
Sorry, I don't have the chat window put up. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay, guys. My phone was ringing, but my hubby's going to call him back for me. So let's see. Yeah, Glenn's head did get big from being up on panel. It did. Do you have any more? Wait just a second, guys. Let me see what my dad needs. Give me just 1 second. I apologize. Just a moment.
I gotta find a better angle. Ooh, that one was rough. Yes, here's a tour of the corner of my living room. Ooh.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. A little bit family issue going on. I apologize, guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Now, do you have some more? Do you have some more notes and things, Siren, that you had written that you want to make sure we cover? Because I know you got somewhere else you've got to be as well.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Here was where I had to be. So
Okay. I was just making sure. I'm just making sure. Does anyone have any questions that maybe that they thought of? Hey, Amber, that they thought of from the last time. Hey, Beagle Mom, from the last time that, between that last time and now that they want Siren to ask Siren, that we can get cleared up? Hey, Justice. You snuck in on me, didn't you? I didn't see you. What are you looking forward to? SM wants to know, Siren, what are you looking forward to in the new year?
Sleeping. Oh my gosh.
I can
I don't make
second
resolutions. I don't make resolutions because they just get broken. So
yep.
there's no point. So I mean, why make promises? You're just gonna break. I mean, there's that.
Let's see. Rowdy Gal would like to know, do you feel like a weight has been lifted now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so much happier out of there. All that constant negativity. I mean, that's a lot. Especially now seeing it with just being out of there, it's just seeing just how much was going on in there. And I mean, and she claimed that she wasn't going to do anything for 2 weeks. There's no way she's going to hold to that. She couldn't even hold to being like 3 days off of YouTube, and she couldn't hold to one live. She was never not off YouTube.
Amen. Let's see. Crystal, I think I probably chat probably scrolled by really fast when you made your comment. If you don't mind, could you resend your comment, and we'll be happy to read it. Let's see. Navigator wants to know where there are warning signs about NC that you noticed prior to the Robbie debacle, Siren.
Yeah, she had been getting really negative, and it had been uncomfortable for a little while. And I had friends that did not frequent her panel, but she had gotten into arguments with prior to that I was not particularly happy with. But I mean, what are you supposed to do? The instant you get into a disagreement with her, she like boots you off.
Exactly.
Yeah, she got into a fight with the webpage, the Phoenix Project, that has a whole bunch of my friends on there, and because they disagreed with how she dealt with people, and she mouthed off about that. But a bunch of them follow her.
Wow. Happy New Year, Melissa J. Thank you for being here. Yeah, guys, I think we can all look back and see warning signs.
Yeah, warning signs are there for anyone
Vicky. What's that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, warning signs are there for anyone who wants to take it back and try to see them.
Yeah. You can sit down and look back over things and go, wait a minute, why did I ever let that be an okay thing? Why was I ever complacent with that? You know what I mean? Why was that ever okay? Why didn't I speak up? But on the other hand, you also know if you speak up, you also know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You also know what the repercussions are for speaking up. Vicky Morawski, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, says that she's new here, but she's aware of what your plot with NC is, and that she's here to support you. She's never commented before. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you for being here for Siren.
Thank you. Oh, and let me just throw this out there. I'm not colluding with MRB. I'm not colluding with Jameson. Before this whole thing of Natasha's channel going down happened, I had no idea Jameson existed. I reported NC's channel because she was harassing me. So that's the only reason. And I did not do it to get her channel taken down. I did it to be so that she would leave me alone and so the harassment would end.
Lorraine McDonald is asking, have you talked with Mrs. Portland? Have you talked with Mrs. Portland, Syron?
Only messages in chats. I haven't talked with her in any type of one-on-one.
Yeah. I've talked to her a little bit in the chats, never an email sitting or anything. And she told me she was okay. Now, some of you don't know, some of you do know. I'll just go ahead and tell you. The second time that Mrs. Portland changed her screen name to something along the lines of I'd be better off dead and made those kind of comments, things like that. Yes, I did call and ask for someone to check on Mrs. Portland. I'm not ashamed of it. I would do it for anyone. We had a friend who watched one of his best friends commit suicide on Facebook Live. I don't wish that on anyone. And I take it serious when you threaten self-harm. And so Mrs. Portland later told me that she was glad that I did it because it got her back into therapy. I got her medications, got her on the correct medications, etc., etc. I don't know how she feels now because I know some things have changed in her mind. And all I'll say is I'm praying for Mrs. Portland. Amanda C, it's the same thing. So if you don't mind to post your comment, it was during my phone call with my dad, and I will. Let's see. Amanda C. Million times. Let me scroll back up here just a second. I think can you ask Syron? Okay, let me get back up here just a little bit, guys. I think I scrolled too fast. I'm sorry. Copyright. Justice is saying someone got a copyright. Oh, she got a copyright. No, I didn't see that, Justice. I didn't see that. Hold on just a minute, guys. I'm trying to get. Amanda C says that she's saying brighter. She can't explain it.
Yeah, it's probably from being not on that panel anymore.
I think so too, Syron. I think so too. Let's see. Wait a minute, just a second. Commendable that you have Banana Bicycle Seat says it's commendable that you have apologized to those you've hurt and made amends. It is. Syron, I am very proud of you. And I also have tried to apologize to some people too that I hadn't already apologized to.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see your. That's right. Emotionally invested in it over here. Okay, Coffee McQueen says, excuse if this was our address already. Have you ever had an ex-friend that talked crap? Another ex-friend who talked crap about your singing. Coffee McQueen thought that was so rude of her to do.
Actually, not to my knowledge. I mean, definitely not so publicly. I'm sure there may have been some at some point, but nothing like this. And this is so out of left field, and
Yeah.
the constant daily day after day after day, all throughout live streams, all that. I mean, just I did not report her for hate speech. I know that's why they took the video down for her birthday stream that I reported, but I did not report it for that. I reported it for harassment. But YouTube investigated it and saw everything that she had done, and in particular saw the thing with the Syrons makeup mock-up thing, where they did the thing where they had someone come up with and start smearing shit all over their faces while they laughed and everything. And they saw that as hate speech, where they are literally mocking something that is essentially part of my sexuality. That's part of who I am. And that's where they got hate speech. And if you look at it, that's what it is. So, but if you look at everything that she's done over the past 2 weeks, and you look at where she's trashing my makeup, trashing my singing, everything she's done, and you look at the reactions in the chat from where the first night she started, where people are so upset and putting in the crying emojis and talking about how upset they are, and you look at all these hundreds of people and what's left of them, because hundreds of people have left. But you look at the people who are left and look at the reactions to me now when she's spreading all this and see how hateful they all are. You see the product of what she's done, and you realize that it is all hate speech.
Exactly. Amanda C says, Siren, did you see the cycling of her panelists / mods / quote unquote friends? It seems to me that she cycles through them pretty quickly.
I don't know that it's that quickly. She does lose them every so often, and now that I've left, though, I've seen a lot of X mods in the few chats that I do go to.
I want to address one thing real quick before we scroll on down to some more comments and questions. Just because Siren and I both have been accused of going to quote unquote hate channels. Just because they are a channel that she does not particularly like does not make them a hate channel. Granny's Watching talks about other things than Natasha. She's just Granny. Jessica is just plain spoken. Guys, hold on just a second. I think someone's at my door. Siren, if you want to just talk about that just a little bit, I will be right back. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. The fact that she doesn't like a channel doesn't mean that they're devoted to quote unquote hate. It just means that she doesn't like them. They talk about other things. They would much rather be talking about anything else. I mean, last night, Granny's Watching, Jessica Lynn did a true crime stream, and that was more true crime content than NC did all last month. I mean, you heard NC say today that she had done 0 true crime content in the last 28 days. So essentially, she's a drama creator. I mean, so why claim you're a true crime creator anymore? So, but I mean, and I've talked to people. I mean, they actually would like the same piece that I'm working toward. They all would. But Natasha doesn't want it. She wants to fight.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. I had to give my dad came to the door to get something. I thought the door was unlocked, but it wasn't. I'm late for a date. Says she spouted off about how she, that she had expressed something to her friends, and that I'm late for a date did not like the way she treated others. The treatment was the cherry. I think that's what I'm late for a date saying. The way she was treated was like the final cherry on top. To say, okay, I'm done with this. I'm out of here. That's it for me. And you know, saying that you want, saying that you want peace and working toward the peace are two different things. Okay, Siren, Gladys is wanting me to ask you a question. Okay, can you ask Siren can you ask why Siren went so far with the names he would call women? That's what bothered me the most.
Not it wasn't specifically women. I called names everybody. But to me, the community is like 90% women. If I didn't address women, I would never talk.
I think also probably Siren, what she's wanting to know is if you had it to do over again, would you choose different words? The
Oh yeah,
wording.
I would do everything completely differently if I had things to do over again. But I can't go back in time to fix everything. All I can do is apologize for it now and try to be different going forward.
Tia, and I'm not sure who the S is, but thank you so much for the super chats. I didn't realize that I had, and then when I had to step away to the door, I really do appreciate it. Thank you both so much. This is tonight's the first night that super chats have been enabled, and it's taking me some getting used to. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate them more than you will ever know. Vicky says that she's glad that you have broken the chains that shackled you in a very toxic friendship with NC. I hope you have a great new year and with your new beginnings.
Thank you.
Okay. Navigator says she's gotten worse and she's gotten more emboldened. The live last night where she was throwing money around made her donations look like simpletons in Navigator's opinion. I didn't see that. Did you see that particular live, Siren?
I saw the end of it where she had the money in hand. I didn't see her throwing it. I saw it in hand. And I saw it today where she said she was quote unquote all about the numbers. And I thought, well, what about the people? Do you not care about the people? Or is it only their money you care about? Of course, we all know the answer to that.
We all know, yeah, we all know the answer. And see, this is what I like about doing these lives like this is scrolling through every comment that is feasibly possible and answering the question and just talking. You know what I mean? Because it's yes, the numbers are great. Yes, I'm so happy that I reached my goal. I'm very proud of that. But I also like the friendship and the camaraderie, just being friends and just sitting and talking and having fun. I enjoy that. I really do. And yeah. Let's see. Caddy says, politely explain. Yeah, Caddy Texas Girl says she didn't even feel like trying to politely explain why she left. Um, yes. Banana bicycle seat. Yes, everyone wants to feel like they're part of the community. Exactly, a part of a community. That's exactly right. See, Penny for your thoughts says, I think people get caught up in a group and want to feel as though they belong. The way to belong to some people is to agree to what the group quote unquote thinks. Exactly right, Penny, for your thoughts. When it should be thinking for your individual self. And Robinzo has put the the phone numbers for text, 1-800 numbers, everything to call for any type of mental health crisis. Use those numbers if you need someone to talk to. Uh, they're there 24/7. Wait a minute, Crystal. Let me scroll back up, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. I thought that I scrolled up far enough. Oh. Just a second. Okay. Siren. Crystal says, my husband saw your story and could relate to some of it when he was younger. He is 72 now. He was so proud when you broke away from NC. Crystal, I'm so sorry. I thought that I read that out a while ago, and I must not have. I apologize. But that was from Crystal. Hey, Robbie. Say Robbie's here to support you.
Yeah, tell him
us.
Tell him he needs to call me a bitch.
I think he heard you. My husband might look at me funny if I tell a man that. Oh, let's see. Amanda C says, I don't understand why her subs can't understand that if she didn't violate terms of service, she wouldn't get reprimanded. The striking doesn't even exist, in my opinion.
It's
exactly, Amanda C.
They don't want to think the worst of her. When you're on the bully's side, you don't see what the bully is doing as wrong.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. When our son was bullied when he was in middle school, actually, and the kids that bullied him when he was in 7th grade, and the kids that were bullying him started at the end of his 6th grade year and it went into his 7th grade year. And those young boys, they'll tell you right now, they didn't realize what they were doing to my son was considered bullying. That they didn't realize it. And Amanda C, I'm going to tell you something else too that YouTube, I hope that they look into. You can actually even report something that violates terms of service, and if you don't put the exact wording in that needs to be put, there's a chance that nothing will happen.
Yeah, and Christy Ann, God bless her, but she is so clueless. But she was like, we were having such a good time. How could that be so bad? We're just having fun during that birthday stream.
Yeah, just because you're having a good time at someone else's expense don't make it okay.
That doesn't make it okay to attack my sexuality like that.
No. Mm-mm. Exactly right, Justice. Bullies stink. Louise says Natasha rules that community with an iron fist. I think they're scared of her to a certain extent. I think she even likes, I don't think she even likes her subs, in my opinion, of course. Louise, you could
She
be onto something there.
she can't stand her subs. She cannot stand them unless they are paying her. That's why she wants them all to subscribe and pay the money. She's going to eventually make it so they can't chat unless they pay. She's already started.
Mm-hmm. She has this week. We can see it this week.
Because she's so afraid that someone might say something negative about her. Of course, we'll just say
uh,
it on other channels because she can't stop watching other channels, so she'll see it anyway.
she'll see it anyway. That's exactly right. I want to say a couple of things just real quick, if you guys don't mind. One, when memberships do roll out on my channel, no one is obligated under any circumstance to become a member. I will never, understand me, I will never have a members only chat nor live. It just, it won't. There may be certain things that I do for members only, but like for this live, would have never been a members only chat, nor for you to even get to listen to it. Also, uh, we're getting ready to start back Case Cares. It is it's our second channel that where we we help encourage each other, promote getting positive influences in your life, positivity all the way around. We promote you getting help if you have mental health issues. We're not a doctor, we're not a therapist, we don't claim to be one. We talk about the Bible. We do devotions. We do not push one religion over the other. We don't push any religion at all on anyone. But if you have questions, we do our best to answer them. That's on our Case Cares. When the mods will drop the link to that if you're interested in joining. Also, on Mondays, we post a link on this channel, under the community tab for prayer requests. Those prayer requests are prayed over multiple times a day by multiple people. When Case Cares reaches 500 subs and can get a community tab there, we'll also offer prayer requests on that channel as well. But since it doesn't right now, we just do them all over here. But anyone, another thing about Case Cares is 100% drama free. We don't allow any drama at all. Nothing. No cut downs. No, let me sneak this in there because the creator ain't it's not listening real close. No, 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 no. If I don't hear it, the mods will, and you will be blocked. That is a 100% safe zone, and we're going to keep it that way. And we're trying very hard to keep this channel that way. But Case Cares is 100% not going to be, no one's going to be attacked over there. There's enough negativity in this world. It's time for some positivity. And we hope that you will join us on Case Cares. And yeah, it's we love We love, yeah, on the prayer request, you don't even have to put what your specific request is. You can just put unspoken. And you can just put unspoken prayer request. And we will, wait a minute, let me scroll back to Jay. Was live had subs saying they were have no more money done after donating to Wait a minute, Jake, are you kidding me? Jake says it was heartbreaking today. NC subs were saying they had no more money after donating to her. She told them to dig through their couch cushions to find the money to become a member.
I don't doubt that she has taken them for all their extra money. I don't doubt it for a bit. She has squeezed and squeezed and squeezed every drop between the legal fund, the Christmas fund, multiple other birthday funds, Dalton's fund, and every other fund. And make no mistake, she claimed that the funds are to needle her quote-unquote haters. But the other reason she keeps thinking up cute names for funds is because every cute name, every cute joke name gets every laughing subscriber to cough up a few more bucks. She's manipulating everyone who listens to her.
Red Rose, excuse me, I botched that real well, said that she doesn't know anyone that can't afford $1.99 a month. Well, let me tell you something, little missy. My grandmother, God rest her soul, when she was alive, couldn't even afford a gallon of milk a month without her family's help. Not everyone has extra money. Literally, if my grandmother needed a gallon of milk extra, my mom or one of the grandchildren would take my grandmother the gallon of milk. So $1.99 might not sound like much to you, but for some people, it's really hard to come up with. Yeah. My grandmother had $20 in her wallet the morning she passed away. You know where she got the $20 from? I put it in her wallet so she, even when she was on hospice, so that she wouldn't feel like that she didn't have money. That's what she had in her wallet when she passed away, was $20. I'm sorry, Siren, go ahead.
Oh, okay. And let me just say one other thing. I am tired of hearing people claim that when I say that someone is being manipulated by NC, that it means that I'm saying that people don't have minds of their own. I know that people have minds of their own, and those minds are being manipulated. People are manipulated every day. Advertising on television manipulates people's minds. Politics manipulates people's minds. I simply recognize that. I was manipulated by Natasha. Case was manipulated by Natasha. We see that. We're simply smart enough to recognize that.
Jake, please say you're joking that sub was not laughed at because they're on a fixed income. and mocked. Oh, please say no. Hey, Daisy Mae. I'm from West Tennessee. I'm glad to see you. I'll have to, Jake. That just gets me. That just burns me to no end. I mean, cat. What? Hold on just a second. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. Hey, guys, let's not attack each other. Let's not attack each other in chat. Kashmir. Kashmir is welcome here. Kashmir and I have um, email been emailing each other and talking. Please don't attack her, okay? If be respectful in chat. No attacking each other. We don't do that over here. No. Kashmir, please don't leave. I didn't see it.
Yeah, talking respectfully is fine. Just don't like
Yeah.
attack each other.
Yeah, there's no attacking each other. There's no attacking each other. Please don't do that. Um, Coffee McQueen said, "When I was friends with Natasha, did I ever doubt or question her Christianity? I don't. I don't question or doubt others' Christianity. That's not for me. I don't do that. That's between them and God. But I do question how you sit there and say some of the things and do some of the things and be okay with it. I'll just leave it at that."
Yeah, I have been and was a terrible Christian for a lot of years, so I'm no one to judge another person's Christianity.
Golden Dragonfly, no one said that you needed to be handled. Daisy May, honestly, you're going to need to just go back and watch some of her videos and things and actually watch Granny's Watching and Country Joe. They've streamed a lot of her videos and it'll kind of get you caught up. There's a lot of things that has happened. Okay, let's just try to just get along, okay, please. So when she cussed the pastor out, Amanda C said when she cussed the pastor out, I was appalled. I don't judge others' Christianity, but that was sickening. Amanda C, yes, it was sickening. I have spoken with that man via email, talked to him. He has a video up on his page. He's very real. He is a very he is a real that Pastor Mill is a real human, a definite real human. Yes, Siren has a page. Mods, do y'all have Siren's link? Melanie says if her subscribers don't wake up after her making a comment like that, after all the money she's received, then I just don't know what else it's going to take. I don't either, Melanie. I don't either. I don't know what it's going to take.
Yeah, and I hope everyone notices every time
Well,
after all the money and everything like that, it's always no one ever does anything for me. I have no real friends. And then they always have to give more to try and prove that they're actually her real friends.
mm-hmm. Exactly.
And now they have to do it to even talk through part of the streams. Soon it'll probably
Mm-hmm.
be all the streams.
Wait, Oakley, wait a minute. I didn't see your question. You got to understand there are 170 people in here in my chat. Sometimes my screen moves kind of fast sometimes. I apologize. If you give me just a second and let me see if I can if I oh wait a minute. Okay. Oakley says, why do you think Dalton stays, or do you think he knows what the 20,000 is for? Oakley, I sincerely apologize. I did not see it the first time. I apologize. Do you think he knows what the 20K is for, Siren?
Well, Dalton does his thing and Natasha does hers. So Dalton stays out of the loop for most of it. Plus, Dalton gets a breakthrough half the week. So who knows how much he knows?
That's true. Sadly, they change their minds. At least a lot of them. B plus. I'm afraid you're right. There aren't some of those people are not ever going to change their minds. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, people have free will to watch who they want to watch. So, I mean, if you could show them pure, unadulterated evidence of everything she's doing, and if they still want to follow her, that is their prerogative. So,
Jake says, after working with the kids who were set free from the Branch Davidian compound before the massive fight, brainwashing is real and tragic. They don't see any other views. You're exactly right, Jake. Bingo. You're exactly right. See, Oakley says, do you think she really wants to adopt her niece? My parents adopted kids. It didn't take like 4 years. What do you think, Siren? Oh, wait a minute. Siren got kicked off. Hold on, guys. I'm going to let him back in. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Siren. I didn't realize you were off for a second. Oakley asked, no, you're fine. You're fine. Oakley asked, do you think she really wants to adopt her niece? Guys, and this is as close to talking about kids as I ever want to get. Okay. In fact, I really don't even want to. I really don't want to go to that question. Please, let's not talk about kids.
I don't want to talk about that.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I think she really wants to adopt her niece.
Yes, I think that's all I was going to say. I think she is sincere 100% in wanting to adopt her kids. But let's just leave it there. That's as far as I want to go with it. Yeah, out of it 100%. Yep, zero gone. No, I will check. Okay. Hey, Aussie. Hey, Christy. Yeah, kids are definitely off limits. Let's just go ahead and block that one. Look, Ninja Mama, let's not have any discussion involving her child, any of her children, okay? Please. Please. Out of respect, I wouldn't want someone in here talking about mine. Oh, thank you, Christy. I appreciate that so much. Do you think or know if something happened to her to make her so mean? Oakley, I don't know. I mean, do you know, Siren? If she went through something that made her maybe have change in personality?
I know. I don't know her specific things. I know that she has some medical issues that I really don't want to get into. But as far as their effect on her personality, I would not want to dare to speculate on that, as I'm a medical professional myself.
Yes, Caddy, I'm going to do that as soon as this is over. I'm going to do that. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I've had to already add some words to it. Siren, do you know if Natasha tells her mods to go to other people's channels and report back to her?
Oh, I absolutely know she has people going to other people's channels and reporting back to her because she has done that to me. She since has them regularly going to other channels, and she gets screenshots of my comments. And let me just say, any screenshots that she gets back of my occasional comments in other streams is a bare drop in the ocean compared to the deluge of hate she throws my way.
Wow. Let's see. Crystal says that her ex-husband would act just like that when his diabetes was uncontrolled. Hadn't thought about that one, Crystal. I mean, I seriously hadn't. Justice NC said she was a stuck-up snob in high school. So to me, she probably hasn't changed. Probably. Okay, Melanie says all of her fundraisers, when you put in the links, are gone besides the 20,000 bullying fund. She talked about that today, Melanie. She talked about that today herself.
Okay, here's how it works. Despite everything MRB poked through, those funds were donations. So she could use those funds for whatever. There's nothing PayPal can do about it. The only thing that could happen is if she doesn't use them for what she promised to use them for, the people who donated would have to do a class action lawsuit against her to try to get their money back.
Yep. That's it right there, Melanie. She could use those funds, anything, use those funds at any time. And the only thing is if the people who donated wanted to do a class action lawsuit to try to get their funds back,
and most people donated so little, it would not be worth it.
It would not be worth it. And because you're talking about court fees and everything else. I mean, yeah, would it be worth? See, Carol Lucy says, Siren, it's so disgusted the hatred fired at you. Please be strong. You don't deserve it, and you should be proud of yourself for standing up for yourself. Local
Thank
Ma
you.
says, what she doesn't understand is hate breeds hate. I know it upsets her that she has, quote unquote, has no friends. But perhaps it is related to how she approaches friendships and expecting the worst and setting up the worst. Mm-hmm.
I've talked to people as I've made peace. They would make peace with her, but she would have to work at it. And there's no way she would.
Nope. Pride is a very dangerous thing. And when you have someone in my opinion, this is my opinion, Siren may share it, I don't know. Pride is a very dangerous thing. And when you have so much pride that you won't admit to any fault at all, it's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's all, anytime you see it, whenever she does one of those quote unquote hater panels, when she has people up to work out issues and they say anything, it's always, well, what about what you did to me? And that's not how she's ever going to find peace with anybody. She thinks that anything that anyone has ever done to her justifies what she's done to them.
Sure. Dragonfly would like to know, Siren, would you say you're glad you were able to break off from her, or do you sometimes miss the community? They're saying that they would expect any and all emotions would be normal. You know, either way that you're thinking, but they're curious how you feel.
I miss some of the other people.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I don't miss her.
Mm-hmm.
I miss talking to Kat about cornbread and biscuits and stuff like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
But I don't miss her. But she's made it clear that you're allowed to have friends in two different places, and there's no way that any of them would want to be friends with me now. She's ruined all that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Hey guys, I'm going to ask you all nicely to stop attacking Kashmir over a project that she's doing independently and separate from YouTube. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with this channel. It has nothing to do with Siren. Please stop attacking her over something that she's doing solo, okay? If you have an issue with it, take it elsewhere. Siren, when do you feel things started going south between you and Natasha? Sweet Faces wants to know.
Okay, what was that? I'm sorry. I'm trying
When
to
do
do this
you
on my
feel like
phone, and
things?
it's not on speakerphone. I couldn't figure that part out.
Oh, okay. When do you feel like things started going south with Natasha? I think maybe this person wasn't here during our live the other night.
It started going south when the stuff with Robbie happened, because before that, Robbie had asked that we not go so hard on Miss Portland, and when I mentioned that, and things that's kind of when it kind of started. But she kind of felt put in the middle because she kind of felt like her behavior might have to be curtailed in order to protect the friendship between myself and Robbie.
They're wanting to know what you weren't ever suspicious prior to that incident, to the Robbie incident. You were not suspicious.
No, I never thought that she would do something like this, because I never thought that. Honestly, never thought that it would end up like this. Honestly, but it did.
Oakley is wanting to know if you are still friends with Scarlett.
I'm sorry, my heater kicked on.
I'm sorry. That's okay. Oakley is wanting to know if you're still friends with Scarlett. Thank you, Davey. I appreciate the super chat.
I have not spoken to Scarlett since the stream where they were calling me out to come on panel, and they grabbed my comment from Granny's Watching's chat where I said that Scarlett was being manipulated by Natasha. And Scarlett had said that I supposedly hadn't messaged her all day, and I suddenly was messaging her saying such and such and so and so. And I messaged her apologizing for putting her in the middle, and she never opened it. She still hasn't opened it.
Oh, wow. Bella Grace, is that better? I turned my microphone up the best that I can. I haven't got my new one set up yet. I hope that is better. I did turn the sound up a little bit. Thank you, Truth or Dare, for the super chat. I truly do appreciate it. I think I got them all caught up. Does anyone have any more questions that they want to ask Syron or myself? One thing that I wanted to say real quick about the when we're doing questions like this, for those of you that don't have StreamYard or don't have a channel and may not know, Syron is reading from Syrons is on StreamYard. I'm going to stop it right there so I can get these questions. I'm looking at YouTube side of it so that I can see the questions and everything as they come. Excuse me. So sometimes there's a little lag in between when Siren says something and when I start to say something. I'm trying hard to give that little pause there. But if I accidentally say something too soon, it's not that I'm being disrespectful. It's just that I haven't gauged the lag time properly at that moment. Please don't think I'm being disrespectful to Siren, because I'm not. Okay, let's see. Jake says, we also know anything we say or post to any channel will be sent to her. She has left a comment I made on Granny's chat pin for 10 minutes. Yes. Anything you say can and will be used against you, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. And we know she's watching this. Hi, Natasha.
Mm-hmm.
She's absolutely
Natasha,
watching
really.
this because someone else is doing that New Year's marathon stream. So she has no reason not to watch this. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just throw out the challenge. 2 weeks of not mentioning her, right? Well, let me pose this. 2 weeks of not mentioning us, Natasha.
Exactly.
2 weeks of not spying on us either.
Thank you. Yes, exactly right. Exactly. 2 weeks of it. Go 2 weeks without it. See what happens. Crystal, thank you so much. Good night to you. Happy New Year. Many blessings. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you claim you're a true crime creator, right? 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Take those 2 weeks. Give it a try. Sweet face. Let's see. Bella Gray says, NC's world is crumbling down around her. God don't like ugly. That's the truth. Sweet faces. Siren. I've struggled with depression for 40 years. I've come off of some meds sometimes and it wasn't good. Do you feel like you're in a good place now?
Yeah, I think I am. It's especially now. Hopefully, I'll get my sleep schedule lined out now that I'm not on a stream for God knows how long.
Oh,
And
that girl, I think I've missed your donation, your super chat. I'm so sorry. I didn't see it. Mo just texted me, says she thought I missed it. Thank you. I'm sorry, Siren. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just didn't want not her to leave and me not to be able to thank her. But go ahead.
oh, and Natasha did give me the platform to apologize and mend things with that girl, so I do thank her for that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Let's see. Oakley wants to know how your daughter is feeling.
She's doing fine. She's doing well. My older daughter actually tested negative for COVID. My youngest daughter has been quarantining at my house for like the past week and a half because she tested positive for COVID. So
Oh
I've had
wow!
2 daughters at home for the past 2 weeks.
But I bet that daddy's heart couldn't be any prouder, though.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Have them right there with you. That's right. Let's see. Well, I scrolled too fast. Hold on just a second. There was one. Friends. Yeah, I'm late for a date. I saw that. I saw what she did to you. Truth or dare. Ever. See, I was loving the post, Jonathan. Good luck with that. Exactly, Golden Dragonfly. Good luck to her with that. Do you think who? Chaos wants to know, do you think she actually passed out at the casino?
No, I don't. And I don't. Oh, and for the record, I don't think she was at the casino to like as a quote unquote resort or anything like that. She was at the casino to go gamble because no doctor would have been okay if they sent you home to rest and be away from YouTube. That they would not have said go gamble. They would have said go home and like be in bed or like be there. Don't be at a casino exposed to all the other diseases that might be there from the random people with all the bells and whistles and loud noises.
Mm-hmm. I can speak a little bit on this one. A little bit. Some of you know that I've been experiencing some neurological issues the last month. I had a CT scan of my sinuses on Tuesday. I mailed the disc to my surgeon in Texas on Wednesday morning. It was delivered today, so this coming Monday, I should be able to speak with him again by telemed to come up with a game plan. But anyway, I have been advised by my primary care doctor, by him, and also my pharmacist. Do not go anywhere where there is a potential chance of you catching COVID. Don't go. So that means I don't even go to Walmart. I don't go anywhere. I stay home. I don't go anywhere. My husband goes, gets whatever we need, and brings it to the house because he has to leave anyway for work. So he gets things that we need while he's out, brings it in, brings it home to it for me. So I'm just saying, I don't go around other people and take a chance on catching COVID or the flu or anything, because the way that they explained it to me, my immune system is so weak from fighting off whatever it is that is trying to happen to my body right now, that if I caught COVID, things could go very bad very quickly. And Siren, does that sound, did I explain that right? That's the way it was explained to me. And I just want to make sure I explained it to them properly. You know what I mean? Got it out the right way. You want them to avoid any chance of making things worse on their body.
Yeah, and if this is actually an ear infection in both ears that will not respond to antibiotics or anything like that, they do put ear tubes in adults.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, she's now she's saying that it was a panic attack and it wasn't her blood pressure. Did you hear that, Siren? That she's now saying that that the what happened at the casino was a panic attack and not her blood pressure, because people were questioning why EMS wasn't called. And so yeah, she's got to come up with something to
the constant changing story. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. The constant changing story. But
I know
I'm
lots of
telling you,
people with constant changing stories. It's a true crime community. You know what that means when your story's constantly changing.
Exactly. Let's see. Melanie says one thing about the truth that never changes. It always stays the same. Unlike Natasha's stories. Melanie, I was thinking it. You just said it. And come on, guys. I'm just going to say it. If you're going to come into a true crime community and try to feed them some BS story like that, better make it believable. Let's see. Vicky wants to know if you have any new plans for your new journey in the new year.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this this GoPro synced up to be my new webcam.
You got a GoPro? Oh, I've got to talk to you about that. I'm wanting a GoPro.
I've had it for months.
That.
I can't get it to work. It's too complicated for me. See, what you all don't know is I am severely averse to new technology. It intimidates me terribly. So,
but you know what? I bet your daughter can help you though, Siren. Justice, exactly.
A GoPro has two buttons. Two. There's one on the top and one on the side. And
God.
I've looked online, and it tells you supposedly how to get it synced up to your phone and to get it going. Well, first, to get it to be your webcam, you have to sync it to your phone and get it updated. And it won't sync to my phone, and nothing will help me. And I don't know how to fix it. And eventually, I will get it to work. But until then, I'm just going to sit here and struggle.
We'll have to figure that out. Yes, Justice, I do think that regardless of the reason of you falling on the floor in a casino, you're leaving in an ambulance, or you're at least signing the form that you're refusing transport. They're going to cover themselves. They're going to cover themselves. They're not going to let you come back later and say, I fell on the floor. You didn't even call an ambulance for me. No. They're going to cover themselves. B Plus says they've been avoiding any further surgeries. Then they need one as a result of a spinal injury.
And Let me just
They're only
throw
doing
this
it
out
where they're
there.
at their own emergency.
Let me just
Yeah.
throw this out there. Just for shits and giggles, okay? Nobody is going to SWAT a casino, okay?
No.
That would
Nobody's
take
going to.
practically an army to SWAT a casino. You know what kind of security a casino has? Okay.
Exactly.
They're going to call a casino and have the casino go get whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is just a ridiculous notion. And for anyone to believe that someone is going, the story that someone is going to have a casino swatted would just be asinine. Okay. That's ridiculous that someone would even try to peddle the story that someone is going to have a casino swatted. That's ridiculous. So they
Exactly.
shouldn't even try it.
Anxious for Peace says, if she lies about something so petty, she'll lie about anything. Exactly. My dad told me that when I was 15, and I told him a story one night. He said, if you lie to me about this, what else are you going to lie to me about? And I had to earn my dad's trust back. And yeah, that's just the kind of the way that life works. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me throw this other thing out there just for
Go right
grins
ahead.
and,
You go right ahead.
just for grins and giggles. She claims that the Christmas season was her most lucrative week. Well, she already had a most lucrative month from all the donations to all those PayPals or GoFundMe's or whatever, but dare I suggest that the Christmas week have been her least lucrative week because no one has extra money for things like super chats because they're buying Christmas presents for their families and friends.
Exactly. Exactly.
So for her to claim that she would have had her most lucrative week, are they going to buy super chats on their friends and family's behalf to her? I don't think so. Is she going to offer a super chat gift certificate that they can give to their loved ones? Is that happening, Natasha? Or are you
Oh
just
my
full of
God,
it?
that's so funny. Yes, Mo, I do want to talk about that. I'm glad that you reminded me of that. We sat down and we wrote out a community post, basically saying that we wouldn't be saying mocking her illness, because after all, she had called me a hypochondriac. We wouldn't be different things we wouldn't be doing because she had made fun of the way that I was talking. Different things. She literally said she did not want my prayers. She literally said that she didn't want my prayers. Mm-hmm.
Who says they don't want someone's prayers?
Exactly. She didn't want my prayers. All right, chick. The week before that, you had been, calling me a hypochondriac. You had been saying lots of ugly things about the way that I was talking, that I couldn't spit words out. I mean, I may wake up in the morning and not be able to talk again. I don't know. I thank God when I can talk. Yeah, she said that my community post was all about me. Hello, I think that the channel is mine. Why wouldn't it be all about me? That's what you say about your channel, isn't it, Natasha? That your channels should be all about you because it's your channel. This is my channel. Thank you, Justice, I appreciate that. Yeah.
One of her subscribers tried to claim that because she had had a split with Robbie, that Iris had chosen Robbie, and Iris had nothing to do with it. Iris
Oh
had to go on
my.
her own channel to say that she hadn't chosen anyone.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Thank you, Jake. Yes, that's when we bonded. That's when that Jake and I were on Natasha's naughty list together. That was when we bonded. Our friendship was formed. Yes. Who says especially if you're that ill that you don't want a certain person's prayers? I mean, who, you know, and who would say anything negative or try to do anything negative to Iris, the nicest woman that I think I've ever met? Guys, I do want to say that to finish kind of bring things back around. True friends do not make you choose. Thank you, sweet faces. Siren, they're asking what JAG stands for, and I don't think that you want. I don't think you want to tell it, but
Oh, those are my
you can answer.
initials.
Okay. Yeah. But sweet faces, you don't ever have to super chat me to get a question answered. I, if I don't see it the first time, resend it. Just honestly, you don't have to super chat me to get a question answered. But yes, thank you for the super chat. But don't ever think that you have to do that here because you don't. Well, guys, do you have any more questions? Well, also, you should be able to come to a friend. Yes, you should be able to go to a friend and talk about anything. Anything. Oakley wants to know, Siren, did you ever talk to Natasha about her health being, since her health is bad, about her diet, her what she drinks, cheese fries, fast food, that type of thing? Did you ever talk to her about her nutritional habits and things like that?
I never did that because it would not have done any good and it would have just gotten me thrown off the channel.
Yeah. This would have happened a lot sooner, wouldn't it? Yeah. You know, and I know y'all may get tired of me using Mo as an example. Mo and I literally talk about everything. We literally talk about if we're going to go live and one of us has a bad feeling about it, we literally talk about that and about postponing the lives. No, Kelly, and you're not the only one struggling with the deathbed casino lie. You're not the only one. The scoop with Barb wants to know, does she have a brain tumor? She said that, Siren, correct me if I'm wrong, she said that her pituitary gland exploded, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
She
not a
said at
brain
some
tumor.
point it works way too well, and at some point it barely works at all.
Mm-hmm. But her pituitary gland exploded. I'm not saying it didn't. I'm a nurse. I didn't know that could happen. Siren, you being in the field you're in, have you ever saw it happen?
I've never heard of it. So
Yeah. Sometimes people do not feel fun.
if you were to catch me on the street and say that happened to somebody, I would wonder how they're alive.
Me and you both. Yes. Yes. Exactly, Justice. Justice says if it explodes, it can't work at all. Just saying. Exactly. And for those of you that don't know, pituitary gland regulates everything in your body, all the other glands. It regulates everything. So think about that. Research it. Pituitary gland regulates everything. So no way the woman is Christian. The tone, the chin, bless your heart, is very bad. Yeah. Advil lady, I have a very, very hard time with someone. Yeah, with someone using God's name in vain. Yes. Jelly Bean says I was an inner city RN my entire adult life. Never heard of anyone's pituitary gland exploding. Thank you, Jelly Beans, because I worked several different specialties when I was working as a nurse, and I had never heard of that. And I worked for an endocrinologist at one point. I never heard of it.
Well, I'm sure it's probably some other thing that
Mm-hmm.
the physician probably paraphrased as, well, to, your pituitary gland basically exploded. And then she's just explaining as, well, my pituitary gland exploded. I'm sure it's something else like that.
Yeah. 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 Truth or Dare says, my beautiful mother, who was a pastor, said to me, show me who your friends are, and I will tell you what you're all about. I will tell you all about you. True. Very true. Parker did make herself a target because of that live, because of doing that.
Oh,
Parker
there
made
are
herself a target a couple of times last week.
there are several very big targets that have made themselves targets because
Mm-hmm.
Parker is a target for exposing that Natasha was on stream. Christiane is a target for questioning her when she was complaining about how that uh, about when she ended that stream early. Glenn is a target for being disloyal, and now
Mm-hmm.
Scarlett's a target again for complaining. Now that Miss Portland has wanted to come back, and Scarlett is not happy and has gone after Miss Portland again.
Mm. Okay, before we wrap up, I do want to say something about that, guys. And again, this is case talking and not Siren. Siren agrees, it's fine. Siren, if you don't, I apologize. I don't want you to feel any certain way toward me. You cannot go on a public forum and say that if someone wants to go toe to toe to you, one of you is going to leave in a body bag and it won't be you. Okay? You can't do that. You can't. You can't threaten someone like that. You can't say things like that. And as a channel owner, a channel creator, it's your responsibility not to say things like that. Scarlett said that, Justice. Scarlett did. Scarlett said it. You're welcome, Lokama. You cannot say things like that. You cannot threaten. Yes, that is a direct threat of death. You are directly threatening someone's life. No, you cannot do that. You can't. She was referring to Mrs. P, Justice, to Mrs. P. Siren, they're wanting to know, have you talked to Glenn?
I've not talked to Glenn since I handed all his text messages over to Natasha. And I don't want to talk to Glenn either. I have no use for anyone who lies like that.
Anxious for peace. I actually have the recordings of it all. I'll try to figure out how I can do play the voices. I don't want to. I'm very cautious about playing someone else's videos, but I'll work on playing the sound, getting the sound out for y'all. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll work on getting that. Yes, Oakley, I agree that Mrs. Portland to some extent does need to be ignored, but at the same time, you can't threaten someone's life like that. You can't. You cannot threaten someone's life physically like that and get away with it.
Miss Portland needs friends who are more accepting and understanding than many people on YouTube are willing to be.
Amen. Yes. Yes, exactly. And just because Mrs. Portland has some mental health deficits or issues there, that doesn't give anyone the right to threaten her life in such a manner. Doesn't. And it just you can't do it. You can't do it. All right, guys. Syrons said I think he has something else somewhere else he needed to be around now.
Yeah, around 9.
Yeah. We're going to wrap this up. We will do more of these Syron ones too. I enjoy this. Yes.
Yeah,
Scarlett
they won't all be centered around this particular topic, hopefully.
No. They won't all be centered around. Yes. Like I'm late for a date. Scarlett threatened. I'm late for a date too. You can't threaten someone's life. You can't. I don't care how much money you have, what property you own, what part of the United States you live in, what you do up north, what you do down south, what you do out west. You can't threaten someone's life. Thank you, Monica. Happy New Year to you. I appreciate that. You can't. But no, they won't all be centered around this. But I enjoy doing things with Syron. And we hope that you guys will come back and join us when we have another one. And we will see you guys later. Happy New Year, Syron.
Happy New Year. Don't drink and drive, people. To everyone. Do not drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. There are other options out there. Stay at home if you don't have an option to call someone. Yeah, don't forget to leave your DNA on the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Yes, sweet faces, that would be nice. Leave your DNA, subscribe on the thumbs up, subscribe button, and everything. I greatly appreciate you all, and we will see you guys next time. Yes, this is a safe place for everybody. It definitely is. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Syron.